I've hit a small milestone in YouTube. I've reached 300 subscribers and I'm really thankful if you've watched and subscribed to my channel. It's a very small channel that I'm posting about architecture, lifestyle, coffee, cafe design, and my faith. And I've learned a lot of new skills in YouTube. I've started to see what types of video perform better, at least on this channel. And I am going to share some of the wins and some of the learning points along this journey. So I'm in the middle of a 30-day challenge and I'm posting a video every day for 30 days and I'm doing it with my brother Ed. And I hope if you like these type of videos, please like and subscribe. So some of the videos that I found that have performed a bit better, and by better it's quite relative because there's not that many people that look at these videos. I've done a few architectural breakdowns or design breakdowns. It's where I look at a design and I do sketches over plans or over photos to try to understand for myself what the design was like or to appreciate the design. And I've done it for cafe designs because I also have a connection with cafes and design through my website bestcafedesigns.com. I've also done it for some of the buildings that I look at through travel. And I don't travel that often, but when I do, I try to pack in as much observation as possible because I get to, then I can take footage of the buildings that I go through and try to understand them afterwards. I've done it for some projects I visited in Japan, as well as some in south of Wollongong. I found that these design breakdowns are getting slightly higher traffic or slightly higher views than the others, and I'll share maybe an example in a link on the top right hand side. I found another type of video that performed relatively well is I did a full breakdown of my very short career in architecture, but it's been 25 years and I've gone through my whole journey from being a grad to doing a lot of competitions, to doing project work, to then specializing in facade, and then getting into competitions. The competitions work is quite intense and is what I do currently, and it's kind of blending in all the different expertise I've had along the way into very short stints of design resolutions of projects. Through the New South Wales government planning reform, there has been actually a shift away from competitions. I don't know how long or short-lived it is, towards the HDA projects or Housing Delivery Authority projects. And these are projects that there's a different planning pathway that allows them to be assessed to provide housing for residents of or future residents of New South Wales. They're often large multi-unit residential projects, and there's a sense of design competition process because the design has to be fast in developing the DEA, and but there's a lot of high stakes involved as well. So that's my that video has been performing quite well, the one on my career for the first 25 years of my architecture experience. If you like that kind of stuff, there's a link somewhere on the right. Even if videos don't perform well, I don't really mind because each video is like an experiment. And if there's low views, that's okay. I'm still practicing my filming, practicing my editing, practicing my storytelling. And YouTube is great for developing all those different things. I don't really do stories that much at work. I present projects. I kind of show context, analysis, and how we do a design intervention to show how a design can fulfill the functional as well as urban design objectives, as well as achieve a beautiful result for the community. But I'm actually not that good at storytelling. And storytelling involves a problem. It involves drawing attention at the start, because if there's no attention at the start, no one's ever going to watch the story. It involves a bit of tension, a bit of drama, and resolution. And there's simple elements that I don't really have to get involved with, and therefore I'm not that good a storyteller. I'm hoping to improve the skill of storytelling and being able to use it to show projects, but also show ideas. And it's something I'm really enjoying learning. I've enjoyed researching YouTube growth and seeing other creators and seeing how they do videos that perform or videos that I enjoy watching. And the algorithm is very smart. It shows you stuff in line with what you're creating and what you're searching. And I've started to look at survival videos. The Outdoor Boys is one that I've really enjoyed watching. I've enjoyed other lifestyle and design videos. And you may even see me try to include how to survive 25 years of architecture in a video in the future. Another thing that doing YouTube has allowed me to do is it's encouraged me to get out of my shell and out to look at architecture, out to look at urban design spaces and look and observe. And I probably haven't been doing that much of it lately, and it's been a lot of fun doing. And another thing YouTube has done is in developing storytelling and in reflecting a bit more, it's helped me to think about where I'm at and what I value. And I probably wouldn't have thought about it that much, probably on cruise control. Doing YouTube is definitely stepping out. It's not something that many people do. A lot of people might do an Instagram post or Instagram story, but YouTube is, as a long form content, which I favor more than the shorts, it allows you to look into things more deeply. It allows you to reflect, allows you to develop an idea in a longer time frame. And so, for example, in projects, I can show how a project, the design process for how a project is unfolded, as well as show how the project is used and by the community. And they're the type of things that is really hard to do on a short form. In terms of self-reflection, I went to a high school reunion recently, and knowing that we're all getting older and life is finite, it helped me to value the time that we have together. It helped me to think of, there are some friends or people that I knew of that I knew from very young age, and to know that some of them have actually already passed away helps me to really value the connections that I have with my friends, with people that I enjoy being with, and helps me that ultimately the most important news or the most important things I want to communicate with people is, as a Christian, how we are saved, not because of what we have done, but because of the grace that God has given us through his son Jesus on the cross. And when I first became a Christian, I was super keen, and I was into apologetics, which is basically explaining the gospel and having an answer for all sorts of people. People are having lots of questions when they're at university or when they're younger. Now that I'm in the middle or deeper into my career and my life, I find that a lot of people are really going their own direction, and the connections are really dropping off, and our social circle is really getting smaller and smaller. And people are less interested to share about what we believe in and share about our life and our purpose. And my hope is that I'll be able to do that. I mean, I study the Bible every day, and a lot of what I study is probably just within myself, and I don't express this with other people and share this joy and this good news of the gospel with other people. I might go to church regularly. I might serve regularly. I might do lots of things, but I probably, and this maybe the same with a lot of people, I withhold the good news of Jesus with other people. And I shy away from conflict, I shy away from the important discussions and conversations that ultimately is the most important thing to do with other people that we know, like, and have a good relationship with. So anyway, that's my goal going forward, and there's a little bit deeper, a little bit more reflecting, and you can see that I'm pausing a bit more because I'm thinking on the spot about what I want to say. But YouTube has been great, and I hope to keep pushing. I know I have a very small audience, so it'd be great if you like and subscribe to this video or to this channel. I'm hoping to grow this channel to, I'm at 300 right now. I'm hoping to grow it to 500 and eventually 1,000 by the end of the year. So it doesn't cost anything just to subscribe. And if you enjoy this channel, if you have any recommendations or any feedback, I'm happy to actually create content in line with architecture and lifestyle and design and faith, and I'm happy to mold it around some of the feedback that I have from people that watch the channel. So thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.